back to the science. We need a questionnaire, the Quran questions for Moorish Americans, and we demonstrating the questions. So we're going through 1 through 30. We on number 5. Actually on number 7, Islam. So we go back to number 5. Who is no? Question number 7. What is the duty of a prophet? To save a nation, to save nations from the wrath of Allah. And we know right now what we're looking at today, we point out some of these facts in AD, and this is what the founder had number 5. He is Allah's prophet. And we don't already broke down Allah's. We didn't went in there dealing with the etymology of Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And we know Father is in reference to the process, and Allah is the origin of that process. Mother and Father, love. Allah's love. Allah's truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So we done went through that order and process of making sure we decode the Moorish American prayer, i.e. our preamble. And this is our protector, our guide, and our salvation. And the prophet brought us or returned to us this knowledge of self. Who made you? Allah. Who is Allah? Question number 2. I'm going back so the viewers can catch up. Allah is the Father of the universe. Question number 3. Can we see him? No. Why? You gotta open up your inner eye. You gotta go back within. You gotta close these fleshy eyes and look within and see yourself. And this is where you can meet the Holy One. Where is the nearest place we can meet him? In the heart. Question number. So the prophet has a duty. What is the job description of a prophet? What is the duty of a prophet? To save nations. To save nations from the wrath of Allah. So the prophet came to us to save us. All nations, plural. Because he said the great Allah was not pleased with the work that's being done in the United States of America by my people. In reference to the Negro, black, and color, and all, and the conduct, the customs, the culture, the core that was being practiced and demonstrated by the Asiatics of North America, who knew not that they were the descendants of the ancient Moabites, who founded the holy city of Mecca, and who are the founders and the true possessors of the Moroccan Empire, North, South, and Central America, and Mexico, and the adjoining islands, etc. This knowledge had been lost and had been removed. Well, who was the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America? Double Ali. Question number 9. Well, what year was the Moorish Science Temple of America? Where was Noble Ali born? In the state of North Carolina, 1886. So the prophet rose, came through in the state. Then what was going on? Slavery had happened. The industry, the practice of it, and the physically, but not mentally, doing business and in the pale skinned nation's name, the slaveholders' names, their family names and brands, not knowing. And we had adopted foreign customs and practices and religious systems and ideologies that was counterproductive to our biological genetic makeup. And so the reprogramming, the recoding was ordained by Allah and was sent down in the form of Noble Drew Ali. It took on the form of the prophet. So question number 9, well, what year was the Moorish Science Temple of America founded? 1913 AD, the same year the IRS and the Federal Reserve came about. Prophet came to secure our state at North America. Question number 10, where? Newark, New Jersey. Question number 11, where was Noble Drew Ali born? In the state of North Carolina. 18, what is his nationality? Moorish American. What is your, question number 13, what is your nationality? Moorish American. Question number 14, why are we Moorish Americans? Because it was the Moorish Science Temple of America founded for the uplift and the fall of humanity. Question number 16, how did the prophet begin to uplift the Moorish Americans? By teaching them to be themselves. On the universal cause, the universe had to correct. So they sent the Noble Drew Ali to establish these facts into law and move it and make it into a movement. And coin, which is to honor thy father and thy mother, that their days may be long. So the prophet, the elder angel, and the prophet came down to enforce the law and bind the descendants of Moabites to the law, to the ancient will that they founded and set up, the ancient divine covenant, which is honor their father and their mother, that their days may be longer on the earth land, which the Lord thy God Allah is in the kingdom of heaven, which resideth in the heart, in the inner workings of man is the kingdom of heaven, and abundance, an unlimited abundance of energy, pure energy, raw green energy. That's what the star represents, the green star, the 5-pointed star in the center, the green star, the red flag with the 5-pointed green star in the center. That green represents the raw energy of life. And that is us. And then learn how to tap back into the electrical grid. We gotta learn how to be ourselves again. And so more Americans, by teaching them to be themselves. And then reintroducing our religion. Well, what is our religion? Question 17, Islamism. Is that a new or is that an old time religion? Question 18, old time religion. Because what is Islam? Is the science that treats peace, the science that governs or regulates peace. Islam is the active practice. 18. Question 19. What kind of flag is the Moorish flag? It's the red flag with a 5-pointed green star in the center. Question 20. 5 points represent love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. The process, the law. Question 21. How old is our flag? It is over 10,000 years old. Question 24. Who was Jesus? He was a prophet of Allah. In Bethlehem of Judah, in the house of Gate. Why did Allah send Jesus to this earth? Of the pale-skinned nation of Europe, who were governing a portion of Palestine at that time. Question 29. How long has that been? About 2,000 years ago. Question 30. What was the nationality of Ruth? Ruth was a Moabite. Question 31. What is the modern name for Moabites? Moroccans. Question 32. What is where is the Moroccan Empire? Northwest of Mexico. Question 33. What is the modern name for Mexico? Africa. Question 34. What is the time? Islam, I do apologize. We continue to lose connection. But we'll dive back in there. this is the meaning of the first from the pharaohs of Southwest Africa. And I do it back. Let's try to get us back on here. 3, 2, and 1. Shit. Uh, for you are today without doubt. Open their meeting. Principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, in conjunction with the laws of the of America. What tree? And every tongue must confess no. Through sin Islam. Now we're prepared to lower the meeting. I will read the divine warning proclamation by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Islam. Prophet warns all Muslims. Governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the street. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be a severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings towards the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their rewards from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their car and button, cease wearing their turbans and fez, and return to the state where either prophet found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways. By order of the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Islam. I'm Brother P. Miles Zeal, Grand Sheikh of Temple number 13. I want to say thank you for joining us today. Due to the pandemic and these extreme conditions caused by the pandemic, we had a lot of members that has been impacted by this, both by the virus, the alleged virus, and the vaccine. And so with those members and officers that has took the vaccine, they're not well at this time. So they're trying to recover. And, it from what I'm saying, it takes you down for a few days. And so, and then the other pressures, the economic pressures that our people is under, having to, find work extensive hours, unable to participate or in the normal Sunday schools, or as took away our ability to get people in to the temple setting, and so we can, not just converse and build and demonstrate the highest science and meditate and educate and uplift, but also raise some finance and and so we've dealing with some very good challenges, some good vigorous challenges that's going to exercise our thought and build strength. And so I want to thank those who continue to work with us, continue to follow us, continue to support us. You can support us financially at at our Cash App, money sign MSTA13. That's Cash App, money sign MSTA13. Or you can PayPal us at the Moorish Science Temple of America. The email PayPal is PMILESEL at MSTA13gov.com. That's P, the letter P as in Prince, M as in Miles, I as in intelligence, LESEL at MSTA13gov.com. You can also visit our website at www.msta13gov.com. That's msta13gov.com. You can find out a number of ways you can support us. We got nearly a dozen different fundraisers that's up and organized. We got the Moorish Americans Farmer Market. We got the Drew Ali Space Force Academy and Administration. We have the Oakland Youth Development Coalition. We have the Alkaline Water Service Distribution. We have the BIBA, which is the Brother Ill Basketball Academy. We have the MTU, which is the Moore Tech University, which provides coding, curriculum, physical education, recreation, robotics, etc. And so we have a number of programs. We got our Ministry of Public Health and Social Service, and we always need support monetarily. And so there's literally dozens of ways you can support this movement here at Temple number 13. You can reach out at 800-803-7107 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're open, we're available. We're at 53 and a half West Islam, 53 and a half Suite 215, and that's Pontiac, Michigan 48343. So come and visit us, support us. We appreciate you. Continue to tap in, continue to check on our new developments if you need some help, or if you would like to help this divine international movement. Please reach out to me at your earliest opportunity. With that being said, we'll now conduct a reading of the Asiatic Covenant. Islam. Wow, I didn't know the phone. Islam. I didn't know the system was on mute. We just read the covenant, the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. For the sake of those who didn't listen or wasn't able to hear it, repeat after me. A holy covenant of the Asiatic nation. Repeat after me. Ye are the children of one Father, provided for by His care, and the breast of one mother have given you suck. Let the bonds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity. And prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortune of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race. And his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Peace. All rise and face the east. Repeat after me. 2 on the right, 5 on the left. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By night and by day,
It was Holy Prophet Drew Ali. Amen. Peace. From Temple number 13 in the Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated, we want to say thank you. We love you. Stay safe. Continue to get out here and focus on improving your spiritual self. Focus on consuming things that nurture your spirit, not just on food with a plant-based diet that builds your immune system, but also people, environments. Make sure everything supports the building of your immune system, which is happiness, The kingdom of heaven is inside of you. You can always open up the windows of your heart. And like a flood, the kingdom of heaven will come down and bring a boundless joy. And so continue to get out here and trust in Allah. Allah and man is one. Allah and man is one. So eat from Mother Nature. Eat from the fruits, eat from the plains that Allah has provided for you. Allah is leading on. Victory is sure. And the prophet began to uplifting the Moorish Americans by teaching them to be themselves, to return back to the ways of and practices, cultural practices of our ancient ancestors, divine and national ways. Allah is not pleased with the works that we continue to do here. And as you can see now, the behavior is being addressed all over the world. And it's being removed from the planet to save the planet, from great earthquakes and diseases. So before us as a people to run to continue to chase after the gods of Europe, whom you knew nothing, practice the ways of your ancestors. Return back to the orties and compounds. Return back to the land. Redeem ourselves. Let nature protect you. Let love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice guide you. Peace. And